I argue that the court carefully consider Section 33, Subsection 2 and Section 35, Subsection 1A of the Nigerian Constitution and find Mr. Seun Kuti guilty of assaulting, of mesmerizing, of slappatizing, of brutalizing with hand slapping, assaulting a police officer, my lord.
Objection, my lord.
Continue.
Gist 101 TV.
This man!
My lord, I'm not guilty.
I am representing the prosecution in the case against Mr. Seun Kuti, who stand accused of assaulting a police officer.
This man is here ranting. Well, I will tell you my client is not guilty. Your Honor, esteemed members of the court, I'm representing Mr. Seun Kuti, who is charged for assault.
Counsel, now what will be your argument for this matter?
My lord, Section 351 under the Criminal Code Act defines assault as the intentional act of causing apprehension of immediate unlawful force or violence to another person. And this man has violated the law by slapping an officer of the law.
Objection, my lord.
Yes, evangelist, firm there. Deacon, continue your knees.
We assert that Mr. Seun Kuti was taking self-defense.
Oh my God.
Objection, my lord.
Deacon, firm there. Evangelist, continue your knees.
We firmly reject the claim of self-defense and submit that Mr. Seun Kuti's actions were not justified under the Nigerian Constitution.
Objection, my lord.
Evangelist, firm. Deacon, continue.
Now, my lord, Section 33, subsection 1, the Nigerian Constitution. Section 33, subsection 1, Nigerian Constitution guarantees the right to life and personal liberty, and this is our constitutional right if it means using any reasonable force. In this case, my client used his hands to defend himself.
Objection, my lord.
Evangelist, firm. Deacon,
My
continue.
lord, my client here is an honorable man, a well-bodied man,
Oh my God.
a well-reputable man in the society who has taken it upon himself to defend. Remove your hand, say no be what we will come do here. By defending the rest of the celebrities who have been abused by police, who has been abused by these law enforcement agents who couldn't speak for themselves, but rather they infused it into the lyrics of their song. But he said, no, I will stand for them with my bare hands, and he did exactly that.
Objection, my lord.
Counsel, firm.
We must learn a lesson.
Continue.
I will refer to two provisions of the Nigerian Constitution to support this argument, my lord. My lord, Section 33, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution. While Section 33, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution guarantees the right to life and personal liberty, it is important to note that Section 33, subsection 2 imposes limitation on this right, my lord.
Objection, my lord.
Counsel, firm there. Continue.
It states that the use of force that is reasonably justifiable for the defense of oneself or others shall not be regarded as a contravention of this section, my lord. However, it is the prosecution position that Mr. Seun Kuti actions exceeded what is reasonably justifiable in self-defense by giving a police officer of the law a heavy taekwondo slap, my lord. I call it slap 101.
Apostle, we hear of
Objection,
this.
my lord. In the case at hand, it is crucial to consider the circumstances leading to the alleged assault. Mr. Kuti reasonably believed that he was in immediate danger and harm of violence by the police officer. It is clear.
Objection, my lord.
Counsel, firm there. Continue.
Why won't the police assault Nigerians? No, tell me why. My lord, haven't you heard how the police officers are being slaughtered on daily basis by some group of people called the unknown government?
Oh my
Lord,
God.
just last week, 5 policemen were gunned down at the checkpoint, my lord.
My lord,
Are police not also human beings? Are police, don't they have the right to live? Don't they have the right to freedom? Do they have the right, oh Lord, my Lord, to liberty? Why are they being treated as second-class citizens? Why are they being assaulted by bloody civilians like Seun Kuti?
In accordance with the section 33, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, he had the right to take necessary measures to protect himself. And in this case, he give up.
Oh my God.
He give up here. My brother, you didn't do well because in Warri, before give up 32. Now so they be. Now so they be. Who mess up, he go collect.
Objection, my Lord.
He go collect.
Objection, my Lord.
He collect. Now so it be.
Continue.
Thank you, my Lord. The evidence will show that the police officer was lawfully performing his duty when Mr. Seun Kuti initiated the assault of this heavy, thunderous and lightning slap on the police officer's
Apostle, we hear of this.
nomenclature. Oh my Lord.
Oh my God.
Oyibo.
Objection, my Lord.
Yes, hold on. You continue.
My Lord, the force used by Mr. Kuti appears to have been disproportionate to any perceived threat, thereby falling outside the realm of reasonable self-defense, outlined in section 33, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution, my Lord.
Objection, my Lord.
Oyibo.
Sustain. Continue.
My Lord, section 34, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution. The Nigerian Constitution guarantees the rights and dignity of every individual, which is like in the case of my clients here. We argue that the police officer action during the incident of violation of Kuti's dignity and personal rights, when faced with such violation of individual, may respond with reasonable force in order to protect his fundamental rights.
Objection, my Lord.
Exactly that.
We must learn.
I proceed.
Sustain. Continue.
My Lord, section 35, subsection 1A of the Nigerian Constitution guarantees the right to personal liberty and provide that no person shall be deprived of such liberty except in specific circumstances, including in the execution of the sentence of the court in respect of a criminal offense. My Lord, in this case, the prosecution will present evidence to demonstrate that the police officers' actions were within the bounds of their lawful duty and did not violate Mr. Seun Kuti's right to personal liberty.
Objection, my Lord.
Overruled. Continue.
My Lord, the prosecution will argue that the assault on the police officer was an unwarranted attack on an individual lawfully executing his duties.
So, my Lord,
Sustain.
in this case, it is essential to examine the action of the police officer leading to the alleged assaults. If the police officer conduct constituted an unlawful infringement upon Mr. Kuti's dignity, it can be argued, yes, it can be argued that Mr. Kuti acted on self-defense to protect his constitutional rights guaranteed by the section 34, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, which he did.
Objection, my Lord.
Sustain. Continue.
The prosecution maintains that Mr. Seun Kuti's action cannot be considered self-defense under Nigerian Constitution.
So, my Lord,
Overruled. Continue.
Use of force was disproportionate and unjustifiable in the light of lawful actions of the police officer.
objection, my Lord.
Sustain. Continue.
We contend that Mr. Seun Kuti's acts were justifiable of self-defense in response to the immediate unlawful threat administered posted by the police.
Objection, my Lord.
Sustain. Continue.
I argue that the court carefully considered section 33, subsection 2 and section 35, subsection 1A of the Nigerian Constitution and find Mr. Seun Kuti guilty of assaulting, of mesmerizing, of slappatizing, of brutalizing with hand slapping, assaulting a police officer, my Lord.
Objection, my Lord.
Continue.
We rely on the section 33, subsection 1 and in Section 34, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, which upholds the right to life, personal liberty, and dignity.
Objection, my lord.
Overrule. Continue.
Request that the court carefully consider this constitutional provision and the circumstances surrounding the incident in reaching a fair and justifiable finish.
Apostle, we hear of this.
Objection, my lord.
Sustain.
I would rather that this man be prosecuted accordingly to what deter every other bloody civilian who want to lay their filthy hands on police officers, police officers, army, naval, because, my lord, this is just one police officer. My lord, if judgment, if justice does not take a course, my lord, you will see on the road that even the agent of police will be slapped one day. My lord, even you, my lord, you'll be slapped by one hooligan,
Apostle, we hear of this.
by one Nigerian. Objection, my lord.
Sustain.
My lord, I have said it before, and I will say it again. As it is
Apostle, we hear of this.
noted, known on the streets of Nigeria that whoever who mess up must collect, and this man, the policeman, he don't collect.
My lord, it is written lawfully in the constitution that whosoever give woto unlawfully will face the wrath of the law.
This case involving the defendant Seun Kuti, who stand accused of assaulting police officer, the court has carefully examined the evidence presented and considered the relevant laws to reach a just and fair judgment.
Oh my God.
Babu.
Run. Apostle, we hear of this. May God not allow them, make them kill you. This man.
In addressing this case, we refer to the provision of the Nigerian Constitution and the applicable criminal laws.
Run.
I proceed. Under the applicable criminal laws, assault is defined as the intentional act of causing apprehension of immediate unlawful force or violence to another person. Assaulting a police officer while in the lawful discharge of his duties is considered a serious offense under the law. My lord, case adjourned indefinitely.
Gist 101 TV.